I left Hello, Chris.
What are you doing?
I'm about to pull a carrot, which is something that I've never really been able to do before, growing carrots in London, because the soil is so clayey, and they always look like gnarly witches' fingers.
And you have all this overgrowing, abundant greenery surrounding you.
I do. Look at the size of this bloody lettuce. Have you ever seen a lettuce that big before?
No.
I know it's. I don't know whether it's the electroculture, the polytunnel combination, the love.
It has to be a combination of love, polytunnel, and a bit of tending by Binky.
Yeah. Binky, off the bed. Thank you.
So Loftus is going to be delighted that you...
Well, hopefully, if I haven't just produced a gnarly witchy finger, which I may have done.
Lofty's allotment, lovely.
There's a few that look like they may be ready to pull.
Okay.
We need a drum, don't we? We need a drum roll. Let's have a look. She's eating lemongrass over there. Right, here goes. I'm going to go for this one here. Ready?
Well, that's a bit of a...
It's
somewhat of an anticlimax.
It is a little bit, isn't it? Should we try another one?
Yeah, let's try another one.
I mean, it's orange. Here we go.
Oh.
Oh.
Da, da, da. Well, yeah, you know,
Well, it's a carrot, isn't it?
it's a carrot. You know,
It's a
getting
carrot.
there.
It's giving us a little bit more space. I think Lofty's going to be very happy with these.
I should say so. They're carrots.
They're
Nina.
carrots. They'll do Loftus.
They certainly will.
They're a little bit deformed.
But no, they're nice carrots.
Nice carrots.
Okay. No, not you. Oh. Look, this is what Lofty had. It's a carrot. You like that?
Fuck off, I'm a carnivore.
Welcome back to the Cosmic Hutch. Avid fans will have noticed that we've been absent for about 6 months.
We have.
And the reason for that is quite complicated, but basically we did a runner from
The manor.
bit of night flight, relocation to a place that's so off grid that we have certain logistics
That we've had to deal with.
which
I
have
think
included,
we have a guest.
which have included settling in a dog. Yeah, we've had all sorts. I mean, ironic, even last week we had no water coming out of the taps.
Had a stream.
But a stream, a waterfall, quaint, lovely, crystalline waterfall coming in through the ceiling of my lovely sun palace office.
Which we could have funneled to the well, and then maybe we could have had some tap water. But
Yeah, because
apparently that's not a good idea.
Yeah, because we don't answer to any water authority pumping sewage through our taps. We have a well, and also a dog. Who
Binky, look at the mess you've made of me.
Who picks her moments. Yeah, so, you know, we've had all sorts. We've had, moving facility 5 was quite, in a downpour, because
Halfway down the cliff. Was
cliff.
interesting.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that Nina and me both have several hundred, if not thousand records, and anyone who's ever shifted vinyl will know that can be one of the major pains in the arse.
Yeah, we had a few removal men rolling down the hill.
Well, literally.
The wrong side of the flight case.
Yeah.
Behind it. Never do that on a hill. It's going to take you with it.
As you can see, we're surrounded by greenery. Butterflies are coming in.
To pollinate the vegetables, which I'm not quite sure how we're going to consume them all.
Yes.
I'm just going to have to get into a lot of fermenting and pickling and canning. So along with growing stuff, I finally got Mrs. Bunn's allotment diary out to the world, which started life with Caught by the River as a monthly vegetable blog. And it's now a lovely little book with lots of pictures and a limited edition bookmark available from Facility 5 and Rivertones, although I'm not sure there's any left. But you can always get it from Amazon. I'm sorry, it's the biggest bookshop in the world. You can't avoid it. We tried.
And the first thing I wrote here was the foreword for said book.
Absolutely.
Which explains how Nina came to escape the music business for an allotment in Crystal Palace, and Binky's going to read a bit for you now. And, you know, it just explains how this Crystal Palace collective came together around the allotment and
became Moindu.
So, I mean, I would say this is the best place I've ever written in. It's very, very conducive to creative pursuits, and writing being my main one at the moment, because I have books. First of all, my George Clinton book has been republished 10 years after I wrote it before, and I've added a bit because I found one of the original P-Funk bass players, and I've added a bit about him. And I'm not supposed to do this, but bing. That was my book about Fast Eddie Clarke from Motorhead, and that's coming out in September. And we have some works in progress. One of them being, and the next one to be finished, is Nina's book. After that, I'm going to be writing Martin Rebb from Suicide's biography with Marty.
Don't jingle the bell.
Oh no. And
sound engineer.
So yeah, 3 books on the go, but Nina's the next one to hit the shore. And then after that, I'm writing my own autobiography again next year, for which I've just signed a deal with a Canadian publisher called ECW. Yeah, so and basically I really can't go through this show without mentioning that I did turn 70 on
Bravo, you made it.
Made it. Against all odds, I celebrated my 70th on the 3rd of July, and well, for instance, I got this hat, and
the hat band with the boxing hairs,
which your mum gave me. Mm-hmm. And Nina gave me some very nice presents.
Eventually, when they turned up.
Yeah, but more on them once I've got it to work.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we had a party. Unintentionally.
It was a soiree.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was
a soiree. We decided against the party because basically we didn't want to get invaded. Those who were brave enough, or just knew where we were, but those brave enough to make the trip, basically.
It was a lovely bunch of humans.
Those basically intrepid enough, and as a result, everyone there was absolutely lovely. Mm-hmm. I've never seen such warmth and instant connections being made between our few gatherers. The night before the party on the Friday, my good friend Alan Clayton, better known as Dirty Al, leader of the legendary Dirty Strangers, he came a day early. I've known Al for 42 years. You've already met him in the Christmas podcast. In 2000, Al was at Redlands. He'd popped down to visit Keith, and just as he was leaving, Keith said, you forgot something, and handed him a guitar. And I was like, no, I haven't. He said, yes, you have. It's yours. And it just happened to be the legendary Gibson Hummingbird, which anyone who's seen a photo from the Exile on Main Street recording sessions will have seen this big guitar. Well, that's the one. Keith wrote Jumping Jack Flash. He got it in 1965. Brian and Mick both had one, but Keith kept his. And he wrote all, you name it, right through till, well, when he gave it to Al, I guess. Sympathy for the Devil, Street Fighting Man. And you can hear it. You pick it up, and It's also the guitar in one photo that Graham Parsons is playing.
Well, I was feeling Graham more than Keith when I picked that guitar up.
Weren't you?
I was. And I did feel compelled to play Love Hurts, which I know wasn't Graham's song, but he did sing it with the lovely Emmylou Harris.
That's right.
And that's what I was
Channeling,
I think. Yeah, that's what I wanted to play. So I doubled up with Al, and we were Keith and Graham for a little while, weren't we?
and it was beautiful. The only Aylesbury representative there was my old mate Roop. And through Roop, I met a guy called Charlie Hart, who played with Ronnie Lane. I mean, Charlie goes back to the 60s. He was in loads of bands. He played with Pete Brown's Battered Ornaments, but mainly Ronnie Lane. He lived on the farm with Ronnie when Ronnie gave up showbiz and got a gypsy caravan and roamed around the country, settled in Shropshire with his mobile studio, and Charlie was working in there with Ronnie, and he appears on loads of his albums. And Charlie is a lovely guy, and he was doing a festival in the New Forest, and he came here.
I would never have imagined that I would be improvising a version of the Poacher with Ronnie Lane's fiddle player. Quite a special moment, wasn't it? And
It was very special.
it was.
Because that was my birthday present.
It was indeed. It
So,
was. And
you know.
Charlie, I can vouch, is a lovely chap. And I think he's got plans for the Poacher now, hasn't he?
Yes, there are plans for the Poacher. And Frank was there, of course.
Yeah. And Frank joined in with guitar. And then Alan
Well, Al did,
provided a rendition of Pirates Don't Get Pensions.
and here it is.
Didn't mean to let you down. It wasn't my intention. It's been a long, hard life, and pirates don't get pensions. Pirates don't get pensions. Well, I love the way you love to find me funny. You never ask me where I get my money, honey. Last thing I want you to understand, it ain't quite worked out as I planned. I never seen you look that way. You got my full attention. Ain't no one gonna love you like this pirate with no pension. Pirate with no pension. Pirates don't get pensions. Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, could you play the Poacher? But then after that, of course, we had, well, the supergroup continued with Nina and Frank. Your
Doing
version of
She's My Witch,
Yeah.
which is Kip Tyler's song,
Yes,
as featured in Killing Eve.
that's right. And so that was Fireflies expanded. Hopefully, I mean, that's another thing, the Fireflies album might see an overdue.
I know, I just needed a bit of a break from this filthy business, which is why Mrs. Bunn possessed my spirit for a while. But she said her piece now, so back on with the Fireflies. Got hair as black as night, got a skirt that's oh so tight. I'm telling you, I've got an ex. She's my witch. Got hair as black as night, got a skirt that's oh so tight. I'm telling you, I've got an edge. She's my witch. She's my witch. She's my witch. The bush is good and she's bad. Mess around and you've been had. She's got a key in the master's switch. She's my witch. She's my witch. She's my witch. Likes to rock some crazy song. Every night she's wailing on. She's a chick with a wicked twist. She's my witch. She's my witch. Yeah, she's my witch. Likes to drive in a golden mill. Lays a chicken just for the thrill, till you wind up in a ditch. She's my witch. She's my witch. Yeah, she's my witch. She's my witch. Now she's my witch. And now she's my witch. Got hair as black as night, and got a skirt that's oh so tight. I'm telling you, I've got an edge. She's my witch. She's my witch. She's my witch.
Se promène dans la rue de partout. Tous les garçons et les filles de mon âge savent bien ce que c'est d'être heureux. Et les yeux dans les yeux, et la main qui s'en vont, amoureux, sans peur du lendemain. Oui, mais moi, je vais seul dans les nuits, l'âme en peine. Oui, mais moi, je vais seul, car personne ne m'aime.
It's great to be back, especially in such a
Polytunnel.
verdant polytunnel. It's lovely to see you all again, and you know, this is very much, you know, if you remember the last series, we kind of find our feet and we find our groove.
Yeah, and we shall continue finding our feet and our groove, no doubt.
Yes, we may or may not be in this location next month, but we will be back.
Can we?
Yes. Hello, Roddy.
Well, we think that we're talking, you think it's a test. I back away now, I think you're out of your depth. Is there something that you just don't get? La la la, I couldn't care less. Well, I don't even know you, but you're easy to guess. La la la, I couldn't care less. The cat's in the bag, you keep letting it out. Pardon me, what was you talking about? You're talking, you think it's a test. I'm back away now, I think you're out of your depth. Is there something that you just don't get? La la la, I couldn't care less. Thank you.
To